Well, with me now is the Chair of the Education Committee, Mervyn Storey. Mervyn Storey, you're very welcome. The issue there is whether or not this post-primary transfer debate will be resolved. And I suppose I was asking Catriona Rowan, is she going to have this executive meeting at which they will try and thrash this out? As far as I know, there's only a couple now left before the summer recess. Do you understand whether or not your party is now agreeable to having this meeting?
Well, I think what we need to remember is that there was an attempt made at previous executives to have a discussion. But of course the Minister, in her now very well presented style, said that the only proposals that she was going to consider were her proposals. So obviously, and the Minister knows, and she has to face up to a political reality. Catriona Rowan was forced into facing up to a legal reality that she could not abolish academic selection. At some stage, probably over the summer, whenever she has time to reflect and time to consider the mess that she has created within the educational system, that the political reality is that there will be no consensus on her proposals as they currently stand. Now, the door is still open in terms of getting a way forward. We want to have a resolution to this issue. The parents, the children, everybody involved wants a resolution, but they don't want to go down the road that Catriona Rowan says that everybody should go down. That, she should realise by now, is totally unacceptable.
So is the standoff here between the DUP saying any discussion needs to involve all proposals and Sinn Féin saying it should only be on the Minister's proposals?
The standoff is that Sinn Féin, in the person of Catriona Rowan, is not prepared to be flexible, is not prepared. She comes out with this comment that she has compromised and that she has somehow done something magnanimous. She has put a stay of execution of academic selection for 3 years. Now, we didn't go to St Andrews, we didn't negotiate in the terms that we did, in the way that we did, to have a situation whereby we were going to allow then a situation to develop that we would simply have a stay of execution for 3 years. There is a requirement under the law, and that requirement will be fulfilled should there not be a resolution within the party.
But your own committee has been meeting behind closed doors in recent weeks, trying to get your own proposals together, synthesising various views. Are you making any progress on that?
I think that we will, by Friday, have a clearer picture as to whether or not there is able to be any consensus on the issue of what basically is the problem here. The problem is that there are those in favour of academic selection, there are those who are totally opposed. Now, can we find a way forward? We welcome the fact that the Minister has eventually realised that SIA could set an exam. They could set an exam after us being told by the Minister that there was no way on the basis of the revised curriculum that you could actually set a test. But now, of course, the Minister has said, well, you could set a test, albeit for 3 years. The difficulty with their proposals as they currently stand is that at the end of those 3 years, we would have the abolition of academic selection. Now, is there a way around that? Is there a way whereby we can have some stay in terms of the elements of that particular proposal? Those are the things that we've been trying to work in the committee over the last 2 or 3 weeks.
So you talked about the legal reality and the political reality that has to be faced, but surely then the reality for parents is that they will be bringing their children into school in September, those that are in P6, unaware of what awaits them the following year.
Yes, because the Minister has been totally inflexible, and even today, in the House today, the Minister, when we had an opportunity to discuss funding, took the opportunity to basically restate her position and to, as it were, wash her hands and somehow give us this continual mantra that she comes across, that the blame is all with other people. The blame in terms of finance is with the Finance Minister. The blame with getting agreement is with other people who won't come into the parlour to be able to sign up to her proposals. Let us try and see if we can, and that is what I have endeavoured since I become the chair of the Education Committee, to see is there a way whereby we can get a resolution to this. Unfortunately, this minute in time, that doesn't seem very close to a resolution.
As chairman and other members of your party have blamed the Minister for this deadlock, do you get a sense that Sinn Féin members within your committee are maybe more willing to compromise on a resolution on this issue than the Minister?
That's an issue for Sinn Féin, and obviously I think the recent statistics that we saw from the Belfast Telegraph poll indicated that there's 62% of Sinn Féin supporters are in favour of academic selection. Now, remember, in many parts of Northern Ireland, there are maintained grammar schools. Those maintained grammar schools are made up of parents who will make a political choice as to what party they support. Now, at this minute in time, neither the SDLP nor Sinn Féin are in favour
of... votes to be had there for the DUP?
Well, that's an issue for them, but I think that those parties need to be aware of the fact that those particular schools at this minute in time are not very happy in the leadership that those two parties are giving.
Okay.